Let me ask you something, and I want you to be honest with yourself. When was the last time you bought something not because you needed it, not because you even wanted it, but because you saw someone on Instagram who had it and suddenly your life felt incomplete without it? A jacket, a gadget, a vacation you couldn't afford, a pair of sneakers that cost more than your electricity bill. 5 minutes before you saw that post, you didn't even know that thing existed. 5 minutes after, you felt like you couldn't live without it. That's not shopping. That's not inspiration. That's a psychological weapon being aimed at your wallet through a 6-inch screen, and it fires every single time you scroll. In the 1950s, a psychologist named Leon Festinger discovered something about humans that explains almost everything about how social media destroys your finances. He called it social comparison theory. And the basic idea is this: humans don't evaluate themselves in isolation. We evaluate ourselves by comparing ourselves to other people. How am I doing? We don't answer that question by looking inward. We answer it by looking sideways, at our neighbor, at our coworker, at our cousin who just posted a picture of his new car. Now here's where it gets dangerous. For most of human history, your comparison group was small, maybe 20 or 30 people in your village, people who lived like you, earned like you, struggled like you. Your brain could handle that. It could process a small comparison set and come out feeling relatively okay about itself. But social media deleted the boundaries. Your comparison group is no longer 30 people who live like you. It's 30 million people who perform a curated highlight reel of the best moments of their lives. And your brain, the same brain that evolved to compare itself to the guy in the next hut, is now comparing itself to millionaires, influencers, and strangers who rented a Lamborghini for a photo shoot. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a real lifestyle and a performed one. It sees the image, it compares, and it concludes you're falling behind. That conclusion triggers spending. Not because you need things, because your brain is trying to close a gap that doesn't actually exist. So how do you protect your bank account from a comparison machine that fits in your pocket and runs 24 hours a day? First, run a feed audit tonight. Open Instagram or TikTok and scroll for 5 minutes. But this time, don't look at the content. Look at how the content makes you feel about your own life. Every account that makes you feel like you're behind, like you're not enough, like you need something you didn't need 5 seconds ago, unfollow it. Not because the content is bad, because the content is expensive. Every aspirational post you consume is a tiny invoice your brain sends to your wallet. Second, the 48-hour screenshot rule. When you see something online that triggers the "I need that" feeling, take a screenshot instead of clicking buy. Put the screenshot in a folder. Wait 48 hours, then open the folder and look at the screenshot with fresh eyes. 90% of the time, you'll look at it and feel nothing. That gap between the immediate wanting and the 48-hour nothing is the exact measurement of how much social media was controlling that purchase. Third, replace the comparison. Your brain is going to compare. You can't stop that. Festinger proved it 70 years ago, but you can choose who you compare yourself to. Instead of comparing your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 20, compare your today to your 6 months ago. Did you save more? Did you spend less? Did you make one better decision? That's your comparison group now. You versus you. Nobody else's highlight reel matters. Here's what I need you to understand. Every time you open a social media app, you're walking into a room full of people who are performing wealth that most of them don't have, using tools that were engineered to make you feel inadequate, on a platform that profits when your inadequacy turns into a purchase. The game is rigged, the comparisons are fake, and the only person who pays a real price is you. But now you know. You know about social comparison theory. You know your brain can't tell the difference between a real lifestyle and a performed one. And you know that the feeling of falling behind was manufactured by an algorithm, not by reality. That awareness is worth more than anything anyone on your feed is trying to sell you. If this just saved you from the most expensive scroll of your life, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.